You're looking for the perfect canvas wall art that is easy to make, looks amazing, and it incorporates the latest technology. Look no further. With Gelato print on demand and AI images, you can create beautiful canvas wall art that is sure to impress. Learn how to use AI images to put together stunning pieces of art just like a professional artist at the fraction of the cost. Join me as I show you how to create stunning and unique works of art for your home. So there was something recently that was trending on my timeline, and I've seen people taking a lot of selfies and they were turning into AI images. And I was like, interesting, it's trending. It's something that's really popular right now. And when I see stuff like that, I'm like, okay, where's the opportunity at? Where can you make money? And I was like, aha. I got it. This would be perfect for canvas wall art, okay? And those AI images that you're seeing where people are taking the selfies and it's doing like these creative AI images. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna take, an AI image, you can put it for sale, and I'm gonna show you, give you guys some research and some ideas. You can put it for sale like on your own website, or you can put it for sale like on Etsy, okay? And what happens is when the customer makes the purchase, where you're gonna get this product from, right? You don't have to hold no inventory, no money up front, right? But you're gonna need money to purchase the product and ship it to the customer. What it is, we're gonna use a print provider called Gelato, okay? And what happens is when the customer purchases the product, you go over and purchase that product with that AI image on that product, which will be canvas wall art, and then Gelato will print and ship it to the customer for you, and you just collect the profit from that, okay? And if you're unaware of that, it's called print on demand. I teach a lot of that on my channel, okay? So let's get into it, and I'll take you through the whole process of how to order the product and how you go about doing the whole thing, put the image on there, and then ship it to the customer, okay? So it's important that you follow these whole steps to this video so you can have an understanding of exactly what I'm talking about. Do not skip ahead. All right, so I was doing a little bit of research on Etsy, and I came across this right here. This is very interesting, okay? Canvas AI portrait, okay? You see what they're doing. Look at the portrait. It's pretty amazing, how they're doing this with the AI. And if you come over here, custom AI portrait, and you can see how they have the listing. They have a video inside of the listing too as well. And if we come down, here's another one. Here's another one. Simple steps, place your order. We'll discuss styles. You upload 20 photos. So you're uploading 20 photos, and what I'm getting is this person is taking these 20 photos, applying it to the app, okay? And then going over to the print provider and uploading it to the print provider with that AI image that they like themselves, okay? Maybe doing a little bit of editing on the back end to make it look, to that high quality level if there's any type of editing, okay? And then printing it on the canvas, which would be you'd be using like Gelato print on demand to print that wall art canvas to the customer, and that's all. That's all they're doing, right? Which is awesome, because let's go down a little bit more, check out the rest of the images. You can see exactly, and then this is, if you're seeing this too, like I said, on my personal Facebook feed and Instagram, it was going crazy, and even Twitter, this was like a trend that was going, and just going, people taking pictures, and they're like, I said I wasn't gonna do this, and then they're doing it, and which is really cool, right? They're doing it, and they're like, I said I was gonna do this, but now I'm doing it, and here's the pictures, here's the AI pictures. But it's really cool because I was like, okay, cool, that could be an awesome idea to, obviously make some money from. If someone wants a canvas wall art, they're willing to spend the $83.27, right, to have their product on a canvas wall art, and they probably don't know that you can use a print provider, and you're playing the middleman, right, and you're collecting that profit, right? So which is really cool. Now, one thing that I want to point out, you can see that 8 people added this to cart. Okay, so that means like there's some buying, there's some sales going on right here. Okay, this may die down. I don't know, right? You don't know yet until you start to, obviously start to test the market and see how long it lasts. It may just go up and then all of a sudden just drop down. We don't know. But if you come down here, you're going to see some reviews, right? And you can see exactly what they're doing, and you see how they did the layout of this listing, which is really cool to even, just to see it come into play, right? The idea is there, came up with it, boom, boom, and then now you can do that too as well, and just by, using the app, and then, having the customer send you 20 pictures, and then boom, boom, you put the, that photo
on that canvas wall art, and then you ship it to the customer. Okay.
And do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up.
All right, so this is the Lensa AI app. Okay, they have a feature inside there called the Magic Avatar, which turns your image into a portrait. Okay, the AI portrait. Okay, and they have it available in the Mac or the Apple App Store, right? And then if you come over here, they have it also for Google Play. So you would download the app onto your phone, and then they'll charge you, okay, for this, by the way, just a heads up. So they're charging you, I think it's for 50 images, it's $7.99. That's the one that I got. I think it was 50 images. And then if you want to go to 100 images, I think it's $11.99, and that's their most popular. And I think it goes to $14.99, and then you get like 200 images or something like that. Okay. So just keep in mind that you would have to pay for this, and when you're doing all this stuff, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you some of the images that I've created of me personally, right? And it's pretty cool to see it because I just did a quick, while I was making this video, I just snapped a few, 10, I think I snapped like 11 or 10 selfies, but it recommends you 10 to 20 images if you're going to do the Magic Avatar, so it can create these custom, avatars for you, AI images. All right, now there's another one called Jasper Art. Okay, they say that you don't want to do these portrait images, right, of selfies of people. Let's say you want to do just like the ocean or something, right? Ocean waves detailed. Ocean waves detailed. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm just going to hit, and this is what this is going to do. It's going to, I can put the mood, medium, inspiration, style, keywords, or language. I'm going to go ahead and just hit create art. Okay, I'm just going to put that in there, see what happens, see what populates. Now, one thing you want to make sure that you got to make sure that any of these platforms that I'm showing you in this video, like, you want to make sure that it's okay for commercial use. Okay, that's important, because the reason being, you want to make sure it's okay for commercial use. A lot of these AI like generators they're changing, the rules or policies. So in a year from now, it might not be okay for a commercial use. You never know. Okay, so it's still new. It's a trending topic. It's still new. But for example, this one, Jasper Art, is free for commercial use. The other one, Lensa, you want to double check and make sure that is okay for commercial use. I go ahead and download, and look, you can see the upscale. I'll download that image, and it's that simple. A quick download. Really awesome. Now I'm signed into my Gelato account. Okay, I'm gonna have the link down below in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. But when I come over here, I'll come over here to product catalog. There's so many different products, by the way. Okay, so if you have another idea, you don't have to just do the wall art, but I think it'll work really well with that. If we come over here to wall art, there's also posters. There's wooden frame posters. Okay, there's metal frame posters. There's posters with hangers, canvases, aluminum prints, and you can see it goes on and on and on. So for example, click on the canvas wall art, right? Let's see, like, let's say, okay, let's say like slim, thick. You can, you obviously have all the information here, but the printing times, okay, it'd be 5 business days. Okay, faster delivery in 5 business days. Okay, fulfilled in 19 different countries. Okay, you see how powerful the 19 different countries. So that means pretty much, anyone can order around the world and you can get it to your customer. And then if you go over here in the little tab right here, you can obviously pick different countries and see. Let's say I wanted to, let's say the United Kingdom. Okay, see how long it'll take. 4 business days. Powerful, right? See how I did that? Okay, we'll just choose the 20 by 20. Okay, centimeters, by the way, 8 by 8. Leave that right there. And so horizontal or vertical, we'll just leave it like that. But look at this. Okay, we're gonna charge $10. Okay, we're going to charge 10. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit more of a price, but that's the base price. And if you go down, it'll give you a little bit more information. Okay, remember, we still have to pay shipping. So let's say we're shipping it in the US, right here, US, product in the US, and then we're going to hit start designing. Okay, now what's going to happen is we're going to come over here. Now, this is where you would add your AI image, by the way. Okay. We did the research, kind of get the idea, okay, where's this product selling at, how we're going to do this. And I would personally, understand the whole concept and then try to fine tune it, right? I've always done this when it comes to any of this stuff, but the first and foremost is like, if I can source the product, get the product, and get it shipped to the customer in a timely manner, right? You want that to get to the customer in, a reasonable fashion. You don't want it to get it there to the customer in a month later, right? The goal is to get it, printed and shipped to the customer as fast as possible. Now, it gives you all the all the, like, so that you can see has the little lines right here, but it says like backside. You want to place the image right in here. Okay, so as you place the image into here, and let me upload an image. All right, so there are a ton of features in the back end too as well. So as you can edit your wall art. Okay, so keep that in mind. So layers, files, text, you can just pretty much self-explanatory when you go through this. Shapes, okay, layouts, okay, settings, Getty images. So there's like different, like, you know, look at, there's different types of images that you can get in here, which are really cool. Okay, and then there's graphics. Okay, you can use any of these graphics, which you can create a ton of different types of designs with inside of here, which is really awesome. And then there's Shutterstock, right? Some of these cool images, you get inspiration inside of that's a really cool one too as well. So then we come up here to the files. I added a few of the files in here, as you can see. Let me show you. So for example, let's add one of these. Okay, I made this from the Lensa app. Okay, it's pretty cool how it came out, and I like it. Now my thing is right here, just want to, like, I'm trying to get my face in there, right there. It's perfect. Okay, which is, I think that's good right there. So this is the sides. You can see right here what the template is, and this is just basically the main canvas part, which is going to show my face. What I think that's going to come out pretty good right there. And then like on the sides, it's going to be a little white spots, but you won't be looking at the sides. You'll be more looking at the main print itself. And I'm going to show you an example of the video of how some of the prints look. I have one print of my dog Biggie and one of my dog George, them together in a picture, and you can see exactly how the print comes out, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about right here. And then that's one way you can do it. So you can add it into here, and then you come through, you can preview it, see how it looks. So the preview, you can see exactly how it will look on the canvas print itself. Most likely, we want the, you know, obviously the image of here to be, you know, on the front end to kind of cover up the whole front end. I really don't care too much about the sides. You can adjust it. That's up to you. It's a personal preference, but I think I'm okay with this. I'm good with this right here. I like this a lot. So now let's go over here. Let's say we wanted just to give you guys an idea. Okay, I'm gonna add some ocean waves. Okay, this right here a little bit different. I can stretch this out a little bit more because I'm not worried about getting, you know, this is more of the design, like a pattern design. So I'm just more about getting it centered on there, which is really cool. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and hit preview. Right now you can see how this canvas wall art, you can see how the preview looks. See on a wall, different wall, right? Obviously I don't think you'll put it like on a big wall unless you have a ton of them all together, which would be really cool to kind of create something like that. I can see this like working good on like a little side wall, okay, in your home or in the restroom in the area. So after you see all that said and done, hit add order, and then you'll take you over here to all the shipping information. Continue. You'll put in all your information here, and then it'll bring you over to the calculated shipping area. I'll blur out a lot of this stuff right here, but I'll just give you guys an idea. Okay, see how much it was shipping to be in California, USA. I'm gonna hit calculate shipping, and it's gonna give you a few different shipping options. Keep that in mind. Okay, one, two, three, four different shipping options, right? I would obviously pick the cheaper one, but it's giving you the estimated time of delivery, right? As you can see right here. Just keep in mind too, this is basically after it's printed and then the processing. So it's after it's being processed, printed, and then packaged, and then the shipping. Okay, keep that in mind. There's a little bit of a wiggle room. You can see standard overnight, it says the 27th. How is that even? That's like 7 days out, 8 days out. But we've got to keep in mind of the process of the printing and the shipping and stuff like that. And it has to meet all the standards before they ship it out, right? So keep that in mind. So after everything's said and done, let's say we pick Smart Post Economy. We're looking at a $20 in total cost that we have to pay, okay, that we have to personally pay. And then I say if we're selling over on Etsy or something like that, say we're selling it for $60, $80, $70, right? Well, obviously that's going to be the profit, of course. And then on the platform, if you're selling like on Etsy, or if you have a different platform and you're selling whatever platform you're selling on, you want to make sure that you're obviously profitable, but also keep in mind consideration the fees itself, okay? So whatever the fees, I say like 20%, okay, 20% off the top. So if you're selling it for 80, take 20% off the top. And then obviously this right here, the cost of the product and shipped to the customer. Okay, so keep that in mind. You can see it all the breakdown right here. And this fluctuates depending, you know, where it's shipping to. Keep that in mind. But for the most part, you can see that there's a demand, especially for wall art, just anywhere in general. You can even look online. If you do your research online, just on Google search, or if you go on Etsy, if you go on Amazon, you'll see a lot of wall art that's selling and just making a lot of sales, which is really awesome. There's so many different ways that you can do this. So I don't think that there's one way to do print on demand. There's so many different ways to do print on demand. You do not have to do t-shirts. You can do canvas wall art, and that's a really amazing opportunity that I don't see a lot of people personally that I know that do it. Okay, but I know that there's a demand. As I start ordering more of these pieces, I'm like, dang, these look really cool on my wall. Speaking of that, let's check out the canvas wall arts that I have.
All right, guys, so here's the canvas wall print of my dogs, Biggie and George, 2 English Bulldogs, as you can see right here. This is a really awesome print, by the way. This is like one of my favorite prints. I've done about 3 or 4, but for example, remember I was talking about the white space right there? You can see this one has the white space. This is a really awesome picture, and I don't want to stretch it to kind of pixel, and I don't want to pixelate it. You know what I mean? I made it work, and as you can see, you can't really tell with the white. It looks really nice no matter what. This is what it looks on the back end. Okay, and let's get a little closer so you can see like how clean it is. See what I'm saying? This was more of like a vertical picture. Someone was taking the picture like this instead of like this, but you know what I mean? We still made it work, and it looks clean. It looks nice. These boys look awesome. Boom, boom. Really high quality product. And if you want to learn more about Gelato, okay, check out this t-shirt that I ordered. Okay, this is another way that you can obviously make money with print on demand. So it's very, very awesome. You don't have to sell canvas wall art. You can sell t-shirts or whatever the products they have on their website.